All right, guys, here we go. A little video here on Gareth Soloway and his take on Nvidia, and then we're going to give our take and give you some, more nuances about it. But first, I want to give you a little disclosure, background information. At one time, I was a member of In the Money Stocks over there with Gareth Soloway, Nick Santiago. Two great guys. Learned a lot. Gave me a lot of fundamentals and foundation to work off of. And matter of fact, back in the day, I was so desperate to learn this stuff. I had different part-time jobs in order to pay for it, and then build my account up. Because as you know, you build your account up, lose money, build. So basically, you're depositing more money into Wall Street than you're taking out. You don't want to be a depositor; you want to be a withdrawer, and it takes a while to do that. So I work part-time jobs in order to not take money out of the family budget. But anyway, I say all that to say this, you can learn this stuff if you're, are as desperate as I was to learn it, you can be successful. So here we go. Let's hear Garrett's take.
Sit on the sidelines. Let this stuff flush out. It will come in. In fact, I'm going to show you a chart on Nvidia right now. We're going to go to my charts here. And I want to show you this chart. Let me bring up Nvidia here, folks. Bear with me as I do that. Okay? And Nvidia's chart told us that basically as of yesterday, there is a defined pivot top. Okay? Now, when I show you this chart, you can see this candle formation. This candle formation is known as a topping tail. And a topping tail tells you that it was so extended that so many buyers, the remaining buyers, got involved, but big money sold into it. All right, when big money starts to unload, what happens? Well, it was trading at the highs of this tail, and big money pushed it down. Their volume, their money was more powerful than the small investors, the last few investors that were getting long. And that's really what markets are, right? It's greed and fear. And then you have institutions that think logically. You have traders like me that think logically. And ultimately, that topping tail is a signal that Nvidia has topped until proven otherwise.
Okay, guys, great points here. Now let's look at ours. First of all, if you follow me on Twitter, I had this thing called, kind of little deal, timestamps don't lie, and here we go. On May 25th, the day that it gapped up, let's go to this chart here. The day that it gapped up, we were playing it that day. Okay. So once you get used to this stuff, you start, learning all the nuances, you can play it. And here we go. And the video pumps and all the retail crowd FOMO in, and we go short based on this one technique. Let me show you that technique right here. Okay. 70% of the time when a new higher high comes in intraday, what happens? Price pulls back 70% of the time. Okay, so we were consolidating here after the pump, the gap up, made a new high. See that little topping tail, but we didn't get confirmation of additional pullback there. Okay, that's the first one. Boom, the second one. We put our money where our mouth is. Boom. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. And then let's get with the chart itself. And of course, we noticed that this morning. But it's not just this, potential reversal candle, pullback candle, with the large, not really that large, but anyway, a bit of a topping tail at the top. What gives us additional factors, additional percentage of odds that it will pull back is that you're way far and above the 20. Okay, look at any timeline, and nobody's going to tell you this but me. Look at any timeline on any asset, gold, silver, crypto, Bitcoin, Apple, whatever, Nvidia here. When price starts getting far and away from the 20, guess what? It's going to pull back in. It's going to pull back in, either consolidate. See, came up, getting not far away, but getting a little far from the 20, and then it trades either sideways or down and allows that 20 to catch up. It doesn't matter if it's a 2-minute chart, hourly chart, weekly chart, whatever. So seeing how far we were above the 20 increased our odds, our potential, this thing pulling back in. Okay, and we'll probably hold and mold this thing, hold and mold the short position, until we see a defined reversal. Now, let me take you to the weekly, show you a little trick nobody's going to tell you about. Okay, on the weekly, there's not very many absolutes or 100% in the market. Okay, people go, there's nothing that's 100% in the market. Okay, occupational hazard here. Let me even this up here. Uh, anyway, but there are, okay, and I'll give you one right now. When the 20 and the 200 come together 100% of the time, not 90%, 99%, but 100% of the time, the 20 will separate far and away from the 200 or to the upside or obviously to the downside. Now, both are they're not a leading indicator. They're following price, so they're lagging. They're a lagging indicator, okay? And Nvidia could have very well have kept going to the downside, and this 20 would be, way down here instead of way up there, if that makes sense, okay? So when you see the 20 and the 200 coming together, uh, you just sit on your hands and watch price action, either break to the downside and the 20 follow it or break to the upside. Also, I'll give you another freebie here, okay, that nobody else is going to tell you, is that you need to trade in the direction of the 20, okay? A high percentage of your losses are because you were not trading in the direction of the 20, okay? There are a lot of fake outs here. See, even on the downside, price will come back into that 20, okay? And then falter and drop lower. But anyway, I don't want, there's 1,000 other little tips and hints I can give you. If you look through my YouTube account or Twitter, you'll see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of successful trades. Did we mess up? Yeah. But we have a trick that our Patreon member, I'm not going to tell this, our Patreon members have that guarantees you'll never have to, continue to deposit. Deposit money into your account. You're going to be a withdrawer. Okay, that's what we want. We want to teach people to be depositors. Withdrawers, pulling money out of the account, and depositors putting money into their bank account. Okay, and you remember when you're first starting out, what were you doing? You were depositing money into your trading account and not withdrawing it, okay, and depositing it into your bank account. And that's what we teach. And your stop losses, we teach that. So, you'll never be, I guarantee, I'll never be wiped out. And anyone that's a member of our Patreon members group, I guarantee 100%, I'll put it in writing, if you have the mental discipline and capacity to follow what I say, you'll never be wiped out, and you will learn how to be a withdrawer and pull money out of the market and not have to deposit money into the market because Wall Street and guys like me are taking it. All right, well, I get on a tangent there. But anyway, appreciate you watching. Give us a follow on Twitter. Check out our Patreon members group, and we will see you on the charts.